What's the most expensive lie someone told you? I was sitting on my room's floor, holding the college acceptance packet when my mom yelled for me to come downstairs, and she was waiting at the kitchen table, hands folded over a stack of papers I hadn't seen before. But she told me to sit and then started saying our family needed me right now, so college could wait, and if I helped her build her business for just 2 years, I could go later without loans, and it would be stress-free. And she called it an investment in us and trust. And she kept saying the word we like I had a choice. So I didn't argue, but just nodded, and I looked at the envelope with the seal still unbroken, while she slid over a clipboard with vendor contacts and shipping plans. And that was the night the acceptance letter went into the bottom drawer of the hallway filing cabinet, and I didn't touch it again for a year. The next morning, I was up at 5:12, labeling boxes of herbal powder that smelled like rotting vegetables, and she called it a health brand, but it was mostly expired supplements with fancy tape and Canva stickers. And I had to watch unboxing videos on YouTube just to figure out how to pack things nicely. And I checked the store every hour, hoping for orders, but got nothing. Just fake card ads and no orders. But mom told me it would pick up, and this was the hard part. But every day it felt like I was falling further behind while everyone else was moving on, and my group chat went silent except for dorm selfies and drunk FaceTimes I couldn't even pretend to enjoy. Meanwhile, I'm dragging 40-pound inventory bins across our garage and praying our internet doesn't cut out during live drops. And mom made me wear a pastel hoodie with our logo on it like we were building something iconic, and I wore it even when I took out the trash, but it felt like a costume for a character I hadn't agreed to play. And she'd pat my back and tell me someday people would know our name, saying it proudly like it was true. But then my brother pulled up in a brand new Tesla, and I didn't even know he was back in town. But one second I was printing fake discount codes. Next thing I hear tires on the driveway and he's outside with a vape in one hand and car keys in the other. And he told me it was a crypto hit. Like, that explained it. I asked him where he got the money, and he laughed and said it was complicated. The next week, I was in the laundry room looking for packing tape, and I found mom's bank folder behind the soap, and I wasn't trying to snoop, but I opened it thinking it was receipts. But what I saw were wire transfers, screenshots of meme coin buys, usernames, and thousands of dollars, but all of it from our business account, and all of it going into my brother's wallets. And I remember my body got hot first, and my ears buzzed like I'd just gotten off a plane, and I sat in the hallway and just stared at that folder, until I saw my own name on one of the deposits from tutoring money I had earned, and she had funneled that too. And when I asked mom, she didn't even flinch, but told me she did it for him, because he had potential, and I was steady, but he was the one who could change our future and told me I was part of that. Like, that should make me happy. But I didn't say a word after that, and the next morning, I opened the business account, moved every cent to a new card in my name, shut down the store, locked the domain, and left the login info on the fridge with a note saying thanks for the internship. I moved in with a high school friend who had just a mattress on the floor and 2 forks, and applied to community college with a scholarship for delayed education due to family circumstances, and I checked every box, and started that fall. But a year later, I passed by a job fair downtown, and my brother was there in a suit that didn't fit, standing under a sign that said Future Builders, handing out resumes, but I didn't speak to him, and just kept walking, and he didn't recognize me, but I saw everything.